Fellow broke nurses, come closer. When they say nurses are broke, I hope you're not angry because we are actually broke. And this video is not just about you, but it's about me because, hey, Charlie, I am a broke nurse, okay? I am broke. Let's come back home. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about why nurses are broke globally, like worldwide. Now, I want to start by saying it's not to say every nurse is broke, okay? We have some agbabolas, we have some nurses that are, and I'll be talking about why they are actually nurses and still balling. But a full-time nurse, the only thing you do is nursing. It's gonna be hard not to be broke. So let's talk about it. If you're seeing my face for the first time, welcome back. My name is Dayo Goodness. I'm a registered nurse currently practicing in Australia. Let me first put out the disclaimer, okay? Everything I'm gonna say in this video does not really apply to every nurse, and everything I'm gonna say in this video is not to say my own life is put together or I am not suffering it. I am broke as well. That is why I can relate. So please be nice to me in the comment section, okay? I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just trying to find solutions, because one way to solve a problem is by realizing that there is actually a problem. So if you don't realize that money, finances, being broke as a nurse is a thing, then you can't even solve the problem. So let's get right into it. The first reason why nurses are broke is that we are not paid enough, okay? Especially as a new grad nurse, nurses are severely, chronically underpaid. Let's face it, like every country you go. If you like, go to the US. If you like, come to Australia. If you like, go to Canada. If you like, go to Switzerland, Luxembourg. No, I don't know for Luxembourg. Luxembourg is the highest paid country for nurses. But anyways, regardless of the country, as a first year nurse straight out of uni, you are chronically underpaid, okay? You're paid so little that you might be living paycheck to paycheck, okay? I'm going to give you an example. When I newly graduated, went to the UK, worked with the NHS as a newly qualified nurse, I was being paid £24,900 per year. If you divide that, basically that is absolutely nothing when it comes to living in the UK. Okay, here in Australia as well, even if we are one of the highest paid nurses, Australian nurses starting off right from uni, like new grad nurses, every state is different anyway, but averagely they will start at 70,000 Australian dollar per year. If we go over to the US, in the US, every state is also paid differently. California is the highest, blah, blah, blah. However, their newly qualified nurses will average start at 60,000 US dollar per year. For Canada, I think probably 55,000 Canadian dollar per year, or I'm not 100% sure, but I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, globally, the starting salary of a nurse is low. And don't forget that when you are a new grad, you cannot pick overtime because, of course, you don't even know what you are doing. Why are you picking up overtime? You can't do agency shifts. Obviously, you cannot hit the ground running. Even Tinubu, day one, hit the ground running. As a travel nurse, you can't even do that. So you need years of experience. So yes, starting salary is low. They can't even put you on weekend shifts, which helps you get money. Because weekend shifts, you are working really short, like you don't even have management to help you. You're just a new grad. How would you cope? So yeah, if you're talking about Monday to Friday, normal shifts, no differentials, nurses are chronically underpaid, okay? That's one of the reasons why nurses are broke. The second reason why nurses are broke is that we are not financially educated enough. You go into nursing school and everything they tell you about Florence Nightingale, how to be a good nurse, nursing theories, foundation of nursing, anatomy and physiology. Who tells you about how to be financially smart, how to bargain, how to select the best specialties that will pay you well? Because believe you me, There are some specialties that you eat good money in nursing, but no one tells you that. You just go into the job market and you figure that out. And some people take 5 years to figure that out. No one tells you how to negotiate your salary. If you studied in Nigeria, nobody even tells you how to move to countries that will pay you your worth. Like, we should have that as part of our curriculum, telling us how to build business. Like, as a nurse, you can like start a business. Nobody tells you that. They just teach you care for the patient. Nursing is a calling, nursing is a vocation, nursing is a yada yada yada. Nobody tells you that as a nurse you have to eat. Nobody cares about how you feed your family. Nobody cares about how you don't starve to death. So we grow up with that mentality of nursing is a calling, nurses are great, nurses are caring. And we come out to the job market and they pay you 20,000 naira. And then they'll tell you, nah, you're not just a nurse. Should you be money focused? Especially on this social media. Anytime you talk about money, they'll say, are you in nursing for the money? Nothing has changed. Nothing used to be a caring profession. Now you all about money, money, money. Uncle, if I am hungry, ulcer is killing me, no food. I am hypoglycemic. I've not even eaten anything. Would I be able to look after you and your loved ones? Absolutely not. So that's one of the reasons why nurses are broke. We are not financially smart. We don't know how to do anything with money. Okay, we don't even know how to negotiate. Look at every day nurses are crying out for a better pay. Every country nurses are striking. The other day we striked here in Australia. I saw in US they are striking. In Canada they are striking. UK we are striking. Nigeria cannot even strike. But anyways, we are all striking for a better pay, and still the government will never listen to us because they've just succumbed nursing to, oh, it's a caring profession. You people are doing it for the society, humanity. Get somebody else to do it, because these Gen Z nurses, we are in for money and humanity. Na collabo, a collabo together. One cannot be without one. Okay, the third reasons why nurses are broke is that we have a cost of living crisis. Now imagine living in Australia, living in Canada, living in the US with your nursing salary, and we are currently in the middle of a living crisis. You're already severely underpaid, and now the living crisis, although it affects everybody, but I'm talking about nurses, okay? I'm fighting for my people. So it makes you stay brokest, okay? So that's another reason, okay? I feel that is like explanatory, okay? There's lifestyle inflations. Nurses, we like to inflate our lifestyle. I'm also guilty of that. However, for me, I'll always justify that. However I try to spend my money, I look for ways to complement. Like, for example, I love traveling, and traveling is expensive. What I do to try to complement my traveling is that I do something else to get me more money. I don't only rely on my nursing salary, okay? See, if I am to rely on my nursing salary, I will never be able to travel. I mean, I could if I do extra shifts and all, but I have other streams of income. I try to book my travel in advance, whereby I don't get to pay so much. I try to look for cheap deals. I try to work with brands, you know, all those things. I mean, I'm not telling you to start traveling, but I'm just trying to tell you, if you have a lifestyle inflation, make sure that you have a way to balance it. You see me wear one clothes for years, you don't see me wear flashy things. As we're trying to work hard, save money and all that, we have to live, right? But you don't do it too much. Otherwise, you're going to struggle and you're going to remain broke. Spend your money wisely, but make sure that there's a balance. So while I travel a lot, I don't spend money on designers. I don't spend money on new hairs. I don't spend money on expensive things that I don't need. I don't do my nails. I don't do like a lot of things. I don't do makeup, which will take more money. Okay. But because I'm already spending money on traveling, I have balanced the way I spend my money. Okay. I don't know if you understand, but for you, it might be makeup. If you spend money on makeup, that's good. But look for another thing you don't like and don't spend money on those things, so that you're not spending money on everything heavily. At the end of the day, you remain broke. Okay, balance, baby. Another reason why nurses are broke is, so this will be with the financial literacy. We are not taught how to invest our money. We don't like to take risk. I feel like we nurses, we've just seen a lot. We are not money smart, okay? There's so many ways to be money smart. Even when you get your £1,000 salary, if you can invest 200, if you can buy shares anywhere, you can just do something with your money, start up a business. Like, it's not like you start up being a 1,000, but at least start something else that your money can work for you. Little by little, you just make some more money. So we are not risk takers. We don't like taking risks as nurses. I don't know why, but most of my friends, once they are nurses, that's the only thing they want to do. They don't want to invest. They don't want to do. And while investment comes with its own risk, like you can lose money, of course. There are low risk investments whereby chances of you losing your money are not there. Of course, the return will not be that great because the higher the risk, the higher the returns. Okay, so when you invest in like shares that are high risk, your returns might be more. But when you invest in low risk shares like S&P 500, your return is not that great, but anyway, you still get return, right? So you might as well just do it. You're sure that your money is safe. So that's another reason why nurses are broke. Financially, we don't know how to invest our money. We don't know how to do businesses. For me, I will not lie. At that point, the only thing I knew was nursing. If it was not nursing, there was nothing. Another reason why nurses are broke is lack of time. Listen, when I come back from a 12-hour shift, like when I was in the UK, the last thing on my mind is wanting to run a business. The last thing on my mind is wanting to do something else, no, I just want to eat. Even the eating, sometimes I don't even eat. I just want to sleep and start all over again. We don't really have that much time. Even if we have the time, it is time for us to recuperate from our whole stressful shift. So let's put the stressful shifts and lack of time together, because when you come back from work, you don't have time. For example, which time do you want to start running a business, especially if you have a family, you have children? Like, the only time you want to think about is going back to work tomorrow, thinking of your children. Like, we don't have that time to invest in business, doing something actively again. Even this content creation we are trying to do is just like, okay, I have tiny bit of time, and even with this one, there's not much time. I don't do it full time. So you see, with nursing, you don't have time to do something else to give you more money. Okay, so that's another reason why nurses are broke. We just focus on nursing because it is time consuming. Okay, so please pay us well so that we can only focus on nursing and not doing one other thing again. Another reason why nurses are broke is that as a nurse, it is very hard to be self-employed. Okay, most nurses, we only have this mentality that we have to work in a hospital. Even when you hear that this nurse is working in an insurance company, but oh, that one is not a real nurse. If you try to do something else different from bedside, people feel like, oh, you're not a nurse anymore. But that's keeping us broke, because if we are being realistic, you can't get rich being an employed person. I mean, you can be comfortable. Most nurses are comfortable. We always have money to eat. We always have money to provide for us, our basic needs. But if you look at the grand scheme of things, if you want to make that money, you have to look for something else, like being a business person, setting up your own firm, setting up your own business, not working under someone, because there's always a limit to how much they will pay you. But as a business person, there is no limit, baby. Another reason why nurses are broke is, this might be a bit personal, but it's the fact. Our relationship, like, nurses are more likely to get divorced than any other health profession, than any other person. I mean, research has shown that anyway. I'm not just saying. And if you look around you, people always have this stigma of nurses. Oh, they don't get married. And even when we get married, we get divorced quickly. I don't know. It's not true, because I know a lot of nurses that are still married, happily married. I am also still happily married. Touch wood, it remains like that. But the fact is that we nurses have been projected as people that are always being in a very terrible relationship, marriage, being divorced. And you know the financial impact of you being divorced, especially when you have children. You become a single parent, and if you are so unlucky, you have a partner that would not do child support, child care, you have to use your single income to look after yourself and look after your family. At the end of the day, you remain broke, okay? Because we nurses, we are very soft. I mean, with the whole caring, empathy, we don't open our eyes when we look for partner. We just believe any sweet talk, especially as females. We just believe any sweet talk. Oh, he's nice, he's nice. You get into marriage, get into a relationship, and it affects you financially. Okay, most nurses are also financially abused. You have nurses that have partners that don't want to work because she's a nurse, she has nurse money. It keeps you broke. You tend to work for two people. Okay, that is reality, and I know it's not everyone, okay, but majority of nurses are going through that. And if we are being realistic with ourselves, it keeps us broke. And as much as possible, nobody goes into marriage to become divorced or become single parent, but life happens. So sometimes you can't still control this. Okay, research has shown that nurses are like 33% more likely to have a divorce than other healthcare professionals. Like pharmacists, I saw is 22%, doctors is like 26%, but nurses are like 33%. And I know the healthcare environment is toxic. We're already stressed, burnt out, and we come home to a partner that is not helpful. We just lose it, and we prefer to be divorced. We prefer to be alone. But that also makes us financially okay. Now I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. Okay, help me so that I don't stay broke, so that I will grow this platform and start making my more money. Okay, so I don't remain broke. Please. Okay, another reason why nurses are broke is that there is lack of career advancement. Now let me tell you, while I know, okay, you can be a specialist nurse, you can be NP, you can be a manager, let's be honest, these positions for higher roles are not that much. Like while I was in the UK, you get band 6 roles. However, these ones are mostly management roles. Before you see a specialist nurse band 6 role, hey, you will suffer. Okay, you easily get the words band 6, and that is not like a specialist role, but it's more like a leadership role. Not leadership is not everybody's cup of tea, let's be honest. And I'm not ready to just take up a higher role just because it pays me well, but I'm not happy, I'm stressed, I'm burned out. Like, I'm not just happy. Okay, if I would look at the specialist role, like pain specialist nurse, cardiac specialist nurse, those roles are very little. Like in my hospital, very big hospital, you only have like maybe 2 pain nurses, and those 2 nurses, they will never leave until they retire. So you looking for a pain specialist role that will pay you more, you will not get it. The only thing you're getting is band 6 in the ward, which is very stressful. But as a specialist nurse, like, you have less patient load, you have like, you're able to, you know, enjoy your role and earn more money. Those roles are not readily available. You see maybe 1 nurse practitioner role, maybe just 1 or 2, like very few. So those career advancement roles, they are there, but they are not there. I don't know how to explain it, but you easily get an entry level nurse role everywhere. People are entering, like, you get those roles, general nursing role and all that, but the specialist roles which pay you more, you don't really get it. Even me getting into anesthesia and recovery was so hard. Like, a lot of people I know that are trying to get into this specialist role as well. It's so hard. Okay, so the roles that give you money, they are there, but they are hard to get. Okay, I hope you understand that. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things. Let me know about your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.